Ancient Egyptian Symbols, 50 New Discoveries, the videos. This is the second of 3 videos. It examines the ancient Egyptian white water lily to discover how it influenced ancient Egyptian symbolism. Notice the sunset colors in this backlit white water lily, which opens shortly after sunset. It's an intriguing example of resemblance. This is a comparison of the 2 water lilies, each with a sun. Many Egyptian symbols are based on these water lily parts. The flower stamen cluster was the inspiration for several major crowns. When the white water lily's stamens flatten, they form a red circle, which is a sun symbol. The dead riding in a solar boat is mythology based on a natural event. Before the water lilies fully open, they're filled with fluid. Some bees fall in and fertilize the flower, but some also drown. So when the water lily opens, there are the dead bees riding in a solar boat. The white crown was inspired by a white water lily's stamen cluster, with its sun swelling as it rises out the top. The Atef crown is a white crown with flanking feathers of justice. Both crowns represent sunrise and are therefore resurrection empowering. Atef crowns were also called Osiris crowns, and they're the most colorfully varied of all the crowns. These are 4 Atef crown variations, with its top sun attached, detaching, detached, and heraldic. Symbols were often bound to retain their potency by closing access, as in these cases. The sun on this Atef crown resembles a mandrake fruit, which is an aphrodisiac once used in love potions. The crown's mandrake sun suggests a woman's breasts and bottom, to help revive Osiris, god of the dead, for his physical incarnation. Water lilies inspired kekers, which are found in both men and women's tombs. 4 of these are kekers, and 3 are water lily buds, mingled to show their similarities. Kekers facilitated and empowered resurrection. They were painted in horizontal rows or friezes along the tops of tomb walls. The earliest kekers combined 5 distinct elements: a heraldic lily top, binding, female symbolism, and a water lily's center, all resting on the glyph, meaning give. The little mound, sometimes seen on a person's head in funerary paintings, was also inspired by the white water lily. It's been misidentified as an incense cone and has been renamed resurrection bud because it represents a resurrection-empowering water lily bud, with its sun still inside. Resurrection buds often display stamen lines, as these do. An egg was another birth symbol. Its yolk resembles the sun. In fact, most resurrection buds resemble half an egg, and one is occasionally depicted in a nest on the person's head. These were symbols used in art. Blue water lilies are usually combined with resurrection buds to add scent, which white water lilies lack. And a resurrection bud sometimes resembles an incense cone for the same reason. It didn't represent a cone of fat and incense, which lacks a sun. Water lilies, resurrection buds, eggs, and zodiacal light were all metaphors for sunrise and resurrection. Zodiacal light is a subtle dome of light, sometimes seen on a desert's eastern horizon 90 minutes before dawn. It's caused by sunlight, reflecting off the vast cloud of dust slowly circling the sun. Another funerary use of the term egg is as the inner coffin next to the mummy. The red crown was influenced by a cobra ring, which was a powerful resurrection symbol that is part of many crowns. The vertical lines on this blue-red crown resemble a stylized cobra ring, with one cobra, the crown's back, rising above the others. A scorpion was the second influence on the red crown. The crown's curl suggests the uncoiling of the scorpion's tail. Goddess Selket's crown is a huge realistic scorpion that helped her guard the pharaoh's body and mummified organs. The pharaoh's red crown is a toned-down, less aggressive scorpion. Design-wise, it's an easy transition from Selket's crown to the red crown. The third influence on the red crown was a bovine horn. The curl on the first red crown, Narmer's, was a stylized horn that was later used as part of both Bat and Hathor's crowns. The curl is related to desert god Seth because it involves violence. Curiously, it's also part of the Eye of Horus. A throne was the fourth influence on the red crown. Isis's crown is the throne. If the colorful stripes on the throne in the middle picture are rotated 90 degrees, the throne resembles a red crown. Four symbols influenced the red crown's design: a scorpion, horns, a throne, and a water lily. The most common red crown variation is the double crown, which combines the red and white crowns and symbolizes united Egypt. It also unites both water lilies. A Nemes crown is a white crown with its stamen lines showing. It's bent over backward with its end bound, two panels hanging down in front, and no visible sun. These are the two most familiar Nemes crowns, Tutankhamun and the Sphinxes. The back of the Nemes crown resembles a Red Sea pecten, which is a common Egyptian seashell. Many ancient Egyptian symbols are based on natural forms. Two of these blue crowns are covered with sun glyphs. The middle crown's uraeus is coiled, forming a cobra ring sun glyph with its body. The blue crown resembles an extremely hard Red Sea seashell called Sieve's cowrie. Many of them are covered with white spots, resembling the sun discs found on some blue crowns. The blue crown is a war crown that empowers life and resurrection. Two of these uraei are coiled to form cobra ring sun glyphs, and the one on the right outlines three negative space heraldic suns with its body. These are 5 examples of Seshat's crown. She's goddess of wisdom and knowledge, and her crown consists of a curious arched line over a leaf. The line resembles the glyph for breast, which when rotated becomes a sun glyph. The leaf is a hemp leaf with 5, 7, or 9 leaflets. It thrives in full sunlight and was used for making rope. These are Isis knot or blood of Isis amulets. Their shapes are based on a woman's reproductive system. An Isis knot often has a heraldic sun as its head. An ankh resembles an Isis knot. The ankh's horizontal arms suggest the horizon, above which its heraldic sun head is rising. The Isis knot represents more uniquely feminine symbolism, with softer lines. The bottom 2 images show ankhs filled with fresh air, being offered to the deceased to revive them. The bottoms of these scarabs have glyphs, arranged to suggest faces. Each face, when inverted, becomes a second face. Here are a few other examples of hidden faces. Ancient Egyptian artists experimented with similar shapes. These are 3 Bes amulets on the left, 3 Isis knots on the right, and one in the middle is an amalgamation. They offer comfort and protection to women. Similarly shaped amulets can have shared meaning. For instance, the crocodile and the locust both destroy crops. The fort and the cat both protect homes. And the sun swims in the sky, like fish swim in the Nile. Most of these crowns are fashioned from a few water lily parts. These two. The two water lilies, each with a sun, were the essential building blocks of ancient Egyptian symbolism. The next video examines mysterious Seth and the Eye of Horus. The Eye of Horus is the most important, yet least understood symbol from ancient Egypt.